The whispered question, why don't my prayers seem answered? In the quiet corners of our hearts, many of us have whispered this question. We pray with fervent hope, pouring our deepest desires into words and thoughts. Yet, sometimes, silence seems to be the only response we receive. This can be disheartening, leaving us feeling lost and questioning the power of prayer itself. But perhaps the answer lies not in a lack of divine intervention, but in understanding the nature of prayer and our own approach to it. Dreams versus possibilities. Praying within the realm of the real. One reason our prayers may seem unanswered is that we sometimes harbor unrealistic expectations. We might pray for outcomes that defy the laws of nature or contradict the circumstances surrounding our situation. While it's beautiful to believe in miracles, it's also important to ground our prayers in reality. For example, praying for a failing business to magically flourish overnight without putting in any effort might not yield the desired result. Instead, we can pray for guidance, strength, and wisdom to navigate the challenges and make sound decisions. The marathon of faith persistence in prayer. Just like a marathon, our spiritual journey requires endurance and unwavering commitment. Prayer is not a one-time plea. It's a continuous conversation with the divine. It's an ongoing dialogue that deepens our connection and understanding. Just as we don't give up on our loved ones after one conversation, we shouldn't abandon our prayers after a single attempt. Persistence is key. Our relationships grow stronger with each interaction, and so does our faith. Think of it like training for a marathon. Each prayer is a step forward, building our spiritual stamina. You don't wake up one day and suddenly run 26.2 miles. It requires preparation, just like our spiritual practices. It takes consistent effort, dedication, and a willingness to keep going even when it gets tough. The journey is long, but every step counts. Similarly, our prayers might require patience and perseverance. We must trust the process and remain steadfast. We might not see immediate results, but that doesn't mean our prayers aren't heard. Every prayer is a seed planted, growing in its own time. Keep praying, keep seeking, and keep believing. In the end, persistence in prayer strengthens our faith and brings us closer to the divine. Asking with open hands, seeking what serves the greater good. Sometimes, our prayers go unanswered because we're asking for the wrong things. We might pray for personal gain, revenge, or outcomes that ultimately don't serve our highest good or the well-being of others. Imagine a child praying for a mountain of candy. A loving parent wouldn't grant that wish, knowing it would harm their child's health. Similarly, our prayers should align with our spiritual growth and the greater good. Instead of praying for specific outcomes, we can pray for guidance, wisdom, and the strength to make choices that lead to love, compassion, and understanding. The divine clock understanding God's timing. Another crucial aspect of prayer is understanding that God's timing is not always our own. We often find ourselves in a hurry, wanting immediate answers and quick solutions. We might pray for something with all our hearts, but its fulfillment might not be in our immediate future. This can be challenging, especially when we are in desperate need or facing difficult circumstances. Think of a farmer planting seeds. The farmer knows that the seeds need time to grow and mature. They don't dig up the seeds the next day to see if they've sprouted. Instead, they trust the process and wait patiently. They understand that growth takes time, patience, and faith. The same principle applies to our prayers and desires. Just as nature has its seasons, so too does the divine plan. There is a time for everything, and every season has its purpose. Trust that your prayers are heard, and that they will be answered in the perfect time and way, even if it's not immediately apparent. Have faith that the divine timing is always for our highest good, even when we can't see it. Seeds of faith, harvests of hope, Trusting the journey. In this chapter, we delve into the profound act of trusting the journey, a journey that is often unseen and unfelt, but always present. The beauty of prayer lies not always in the immediate answers, but in the act of surrendering our worries, fears, and desires to a higher power. It's a moment of letting go, of releasing control, and finding solace in the belief that we are being guided. It's about nurturing a relationship with the divine, a connection that transcends the physical realm. This connection provides us with a sense of peace and purpose, reminding us that there is more to life than what meets the eye. When we pray, we plant seeds of faith. These seeds represent our hopes, dreams, and deepest desires, entrusted to the care of the universe. These seeds might not sprout overnight, but with continued nurturing, they have the potential to blossom into something beautiful. Just as a gardener tends to their plants, we must tend to our faith with patience and dedication. Even when we don't see tangible results, our prayers are never wasted. They are like whispers carried by the wind, reaching places we cannot see. They shape us, strengthen us, and remind us that we are not alone in our struggles. Each prayer is a step forward on our journey, a testament to our resilience and faith. Keep watering the seeds of your faith with prayer and trust that in time you will reap a harvest of hope, peace, and love. The journey may be long and winding, but every step is worth it, for it leads us closer to our true selves and to the divine. A final word: finding peace in the silence. In the tapestry of life, silence doesn't always signify absence. Sometimes it's the space where faith takes root, where hope blossoms, and where we learn to listen to the whispers of our own hearts. Remember that even when prayers seem unanswered, you are loved, you are guided, and you are never alone. Keep praying, keep believing, and find peace in the silence, knowing that you are held in the embrace of something far greater than yourself. Now, what if I told you that you could instantly tap into an incredibly powerful subconscious force that's right under your nose? Curious to learn more? Click the link in the description below this video to listen to the 1-minute prayer. This ancient wisdom can transform your life by manifesting wealth, abundance, and blessings. Don't wait. Take the first step towards a prosperous future now. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. How have you encountered God's love in your life? Share your story, and let's encourage each other to seek God's love daily. And if you're new here, consider subscribing for more daily devotionals that will inspire and encourage you to deepen your connection with Jesus.